what's in my camera bag. I'm working with the Peter McKinnon Nomadic, kind of like your standard YouTube bag, but I personally got it because it has the slit for your computer. That was the biggest thing, like to be on this side for me. Overall, I know my camera bag's a little messy. I'm gonna go through it. The first thing is the camera that I shoot photos with. It is the Sony A1. It's honestly one of the best cameras I've ever used for photo, and I kind of love it. And then I use these V90s, which probably the best cards in the game. A little expensive, but I have a bunch of them for all the camera stuff that I use. Obviously, I do social media, so I have the new iPhone 15 Pro Max. I've been shooting everything on the 13 Pro Max, but I mean, it's 2 years old. This is my personal phone now, this is my work phone. So I just upgraded my work phone to this, and I haven't really shot much on it, but I'm excited to see what this stuff looks like. Obviously, I got the 24-70 G Master, phenomenal lens. A little creative lens, I got the 5-18 Canon, but I have it for the Sony adapter. This lens, I'll throw some photos on the screen of what the pictures that I've taken. I've used this lens maybe 2 or 3 times. It's very creative, but outside of that, like I'm not gonna be using this lens on everything I shoot. I do have 2 aperture MCs, one with a little softbox thing, and then one just like regular. This light is incredible. I did not realize how sick these were. I lit this one scene. I'll show you. I just shot this with my friend Mark. This is only lit with this one light. And all I did was stand it on a tripod. I didn't like connect it with anything. I just put it on top of my tripod, turned it on, and like there's so much light that comes out of it. It might not show much. I mean, my face is overexposed. Just look at these shots of Mark and BC. Like this is just lit with this guy, which is insane to me. All right, this is my favorite camera of all time. It's the Leica Q2. This camera, literally, I use this camera every single day. This is the camera that I'll bring on me when I go out to like little events and stuff. I have a little camera strap that's black, and putting this on my hip, it's so small and compact, and you get such high quality images. The glass on this thing is incredible, the 28 mil. I can crop in so much, and usually with my job, because I'm with the girls most of the time, I'm usually pretty close to them, so like cropping in on the images look fine, and it looks like super clean, and I don't really need much more than that. Taking out this, the A1 with the 24-70 sometimes is a little excessive, and when you have this and like a big lens on it, it's like, oh, you have a photographer with you. If I have this on my hip and I'm wearing gray or black, you really don't know if I have a camera on me until I'm like, oh, let me take a photo. And then I can take a photo. But yeah, I don't know if I would recommend this camera to anybody. The autofocus isn't the greatest. It's gotten better with the updates, but the image quality out of this is incredible. I got it because it's compact and easy, and just like, I can just like throw it on my hip. No one knows that the girls have a photographer with them until I go, whoop, I'm gonna take a photo, and we're good to go. Because of how much I've used it, it's just my favorite camera that I've used. This and this, yes, there's a lot of noise, but these are the images that I've taken of Dixie with, just like this setup, and I think they came out pretty freaking sick. Overall, 10 out of 10, recommend these lights. Unless you need a compact, high quality camera, I would never recommend this. But if you need something small, compact, super high quality images, something with a great lens, this is your guy. My favorite camera of all time. And with that being said, I do have a flash for it. It's the SF40. I tape these down. It's so frustrating. These move every time I put it on my hip. I taped it down to the settings that I like. They'll never move. Turn it on. It's red right now. It'll go green when I can use it. And boom, now I could use it. I could put it on and it would flash. The Leica Q2 in this setup has been, I would say probably 90% of the images I've taken over the last year have been on that camera with this flash. Speaking of a flash, I did just get a new flash, and I think this might actually become one of my favorite pieces of equipment that I have. The Profoto A2. It has a magnetic lock, so I can put this little diffuser on it. Take that off. I can make it have a handle, which is sick. I also have this guy, which if I need to travel, I can put this in my suitcase super easy, and it just sticks right to it. Boom. Now I got like a full setup. Break it back down. Throw this in my suitcase. I do have 2 of these. This one's for Sony. It's a little Profoto switch for that light. And then this one's for Leica. So I can use it with my Q2. The reason why I got the switch for the Leica, even though I already have this, is because when you take a photo vertically, right, and the flash is over here, you're gonna get that side flash look, right? So I figured I needed a new light for my Sony anyways, and this light allowed me to get a trigger for the Leica. Now, if I want to take some portraits and have that nice like under shadow and like it look really pretty, all I have to do is have this, do the photos like this and put it here. So now I get the flash above the photo instead of on the side. I wish I had this before I went to Italy with Charlie, but I'm gonna have it for when we go to Saudi Arabia, and I'm gonna have it for when we go to Arkansas for this Walmart thing. So I'm pretty excited for that. What else do I have? Oh, the last thing I have in my bag, one of my favorite things is this Fujifilm, the GA645ZI. And honestly, this thing is like a film point and shoot on steroids, because you shoot medium format, you get 16 shots in it. The lens on this guy is super sharp, it's super reliable. Some of my favorite images I took in Italy were on this guy. I do love shooting film. It's definitely a vibe. This guy might be my favorite film camera of all time. I also have, that I don't keep in my camera bag all the time, I have this guy, which is the Context T2. This is more of like, I have this on me like all the time, like it's just in my pocket. I did bring this to Italy and I put black and white in this guy. Probably 2 or 3 photos that I took with this guy and the black and white film were sick. So always have my film cameras on me regardless. I do have DJI mics, which these are kind of incredible because they'll record directly to this device or to the camera. So I have 2 of these, the lavs that go with them. Easy way to get clean audio and have like it's like a small footprint. So I have that. That was the last thing in my bag. Other than that, I do have an ND filter. And it just happens to be another Peter McKinnon one. It's the VND. I've had this since it's come out. I think it's been like 4 or 5 years. And anything else? I mean, I have some little standard like lens cloths and things, but nothing too much more exciting to talk about. I am excited. I'm really excited for this guy though. Like, to add this to my kit, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool to see what I can make with this guy and what I'm able to share. So overall, I'm excited for the next 4 weeks of me making videos, and hopefully longer than that. So I hope to catch you in the next one, and I'll see you then. Peace. Heading up, then I want more.